timeline. We'll see whose timeline. Both would be hype. Both would be hype timelines, honestly. Very hard to tell.
Yeah, I mean, when Net shows up, it's nice to see him around the scene, but to Tyroy, it's just like, now I'm like,
it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's very hard to have a nice scene where you like everybody because you can't just root for someone.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, Net's a cool guy, and Tyroy's a cool guy, and SNooFL's a cool guy. They're all just very cool guys.
We're very nice commentators.
Oh! Oh!
Goodness!
Okay.
Good lord!
That combo was fantastic.
I need to sit down.
First hit of
I'm already sitting down.
First hit of forward air, down tilt. First hit of forward air, down tilt into the air dodge read and forward smash. Insane! That's not a typical Bayo combo you see.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
That's how I felt watching that. You get it because she's British.
Do witches have nationalities?
She has a British accent. I don't know.
Yeah.
But in any case, so SNooFL doing the best he can here, but I mean, Tyroy got is getting very solid extra credit on this extra stock.
Oh yeah. Oh, he had a very well lead, and
yeah,
I think that's that kind of confidence that he needs to see within himself if he wants to continue feeling this Bayonetta and not pull out some characters that he's not necessarily comfortable with. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think that. Oh, that was a wonderful wish time. Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
That was excellent. I mean, the witch time off ledge is.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's expected.
No, it's not expected, but that's what makes it so good. Because look at that. SNooFL rightfully thought that he was in a good position with Tyroy off the ledge, and then it suddenly became very unsafe. And Tyroy was up against the ledge for that entire combo.
It was a combination of Tyroy conditioning him very well, because every time he was at ledge, he was either jumping or he would normally get up. Most of the time, he was normal get up option, and SNooFL was catching out to that. So that's why he would do the forward smash, because like, well, I'm going to time this by the time he gets up on stage. So either if he gets a get up attack or get up normally, I'm going to hit him. But he was just like, this is my time to do this, because for all intents and purposes, Tyroy doesn't do witch time as often, but when he hits it, like, he makes sure he converts.
But
and SNooFL is definitely
doing very well this game. I mean, before Tyroy had landed almost anything, he was already at 50%.
Yeah.
So SNooFL making sure this isn't free by any means.
Oh,
even last game wasn't free. So I mean, that early aggression doing very well for him. Tyroy caught without jump, I believe, or just not enough jumps.
Yeah. It could also be a combination of, like, when you hold shield off on the ledge and wait for the Bayonetta up B, it's like it can kind of push her. But that was a very good
off the side.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh, man. For a second there, I was like,
saucy.
SNooFL, it was like, oh, I guess SNooFL is going to be able to get, pushed in.
I haven't seen Bayo's Witch Time Firefox. That was very interesting to see. I'm seeing all these creative kills today.
Yeah, I mean, Tyroy, again, you mentioned that he doesn't really Witch Time, compared to other Bayos especially. But when he does, he does it with good reason.
Yeah.
For sure.
You don't really see him toss it off for the sake of tossing it out. He knows when that's going to hit.
My favorite thing in Smash just happened, and it's when both of you are back to back and you grab.
It's like, oh.
It's my oh man, we both missed it. It's a cute little like Smash faux pas right there. You both just grabbed.
You just miss it. But SNooFL just keeping on that aggression off stage, and it's working really well for him.
And you see him like sitting back a little bit farther now to prevent that witch time.
Oh yeah, he's gonna make sure he doesn't do anything.
He's super careful.
Oh. Look at that.
Yeah, see, like he's spacing himself out. As the moment that Tyroy comes back up, he's already back. That witch time kill is not happening again.
So SNooFL now has to understand that, like, granted he does have the tools to end this as fast as he can, but Tyroy does as well. we saw this a couple of editions ago, you know, for Midwest Mayhem. The invaders from Europe, it's like Ixis had a significant lead on Tyroy, and Tyroy was just like, ha, that's cute, let me kill you off the top, you know? So it didn't matter. And right now, it's going to be that. It's going to come down to if SNooFL can land the kill, or is Tyroy going to get this Bayo combo?
I mean, he's sitting at a like, range right now. 171, massive percent. SNooFL, and I think that last game has really conditioned him to not get close to the ledge.
Right.
Because he doesn't want that to happen again, but it's what's ensuring that he didn't finish that stock earlier. But I think here, I mean, obviously it was the safer option. He was like, she's gonna die eventually.
Yeah, that's
There's
200%.
no reason for me to fall into the same thing twice.
Right.
So that was
you can tell that
great thought process.
You can tell that they're both playing very well because they're sitting in shield a lot. Like every time one attacks the other, if it misses or it hits, like the shield immediately comes out. And it's like they'll run and then shield at each other. And then they'll run away and then hit a couple moves, run and shield. And there you go. This is what I mean. Like they're both playing very safe for each other. So
it's they're showing a lot of respect. So I think that's definitely part of it. Oh goodness.
Nice. Tyroy's like, so it seems that SNooFL is catching these. Wow.
Oh my goodness. I was very worried for SNooFL there for a second, but I mean he knows Fox better than I do. So.
Yeah.
There's so many times in Smash 4 when I'm just like, there's no way this person isn't dead. Because in Melee, if you were down that far, you're dead. And it's just like, oh no, wait, I'm wrong. Sorry.
Welcome to Smash 4, dude.
Yeah, dude, Smash 4, it's impossible to die. You can just fucking fly around, whatever. It
happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see Tyroy closing out that stock very solidly. But Tyroy now up in the air. And that early game, like, regardless of what percent they're sitting at those low percents, they play like the same game, where they're just kind of like hitting each other out, sitting in shield, waiting.
Right. That's like that whole game of footsies that I was talking about like a lot earlier in the stream. It's just like you kind of have to get a feel for not only yourself and your movement, you get the feel for other characters, because it's like the proper way to play like any fighting game is that you pay attention to the other character. You don't really necessarily pay attention to you because you should know. And I'm sure like that's an example where SNooFL was just like, I know where she's gonna be like jumping, so I'm gonna rebuttal with my up air because I know that's gonna hit. It's gonna hit. So I mean they're both really good at what they do. They're both really good at the characters, and this is definitely a showcase of what one can do from the other. And a lot of it is shield or ledge pressure. Tyroy's just getting it. He's making sure that SNooFL's not getting to stage.
I mean, even right there, you put like SNooFL in a position where he thinks he gets back to stage and just
eats an air.
Gets just tossed back to the dogs.
I said this today. Multiple people. Bayo's Nair, best thing in her kit. I would say the best thing in her kit. Aside from which side. That's not here, but it is the most fun because you are in the air just spinning. It's fantastic. It's a great move. Lasts forever. And stuff like that. It's great to just...
It's so long.
I mean, it's what thing that happens when you hold it. Because when you do up air and you just like see her just spin in a circle and you see that nice circle from her particles, it's great.
We talked about it last week too. It's like it just goes from one end to the other. It's crazy.
So Tyroy is now just showing that aggression.
I mean, it's just like a do-over of the last game. It was where he forces SNooFL the right ledge. And just like immediate 76%. But
he's doing the like literally the first like couple stocks or the percentage, like he's doing the same thing that he was doing like the end of that game where he's just like, I now know where SNooFL is struggling, and that's going to be that offstage pressure. And he's going to like try to jump off Nair, and he's just going to try to continue that pressure while SNooFL tries to get on ledge, because that's her struggles. Oof. Oh.
Oh goodness. Again,
he was able to miss two.
Man, Bayo's crazy.
Tyroy was able to whiff 2 attacks and still have enough time to just like kill.
She can take a sweet swig of tea and then just like charge.
Take the up smash.
Just take it. But I mean, right now, Tyroy is still sitting at 117%. So SNooFL could definitely make something happen, whether it be an up air or.
Oh.
I missed
Oh.
I'm like talking about